morning, students. I hope all of you are fine today. So let's continue with the chapter which we have started earlier, that is gravitation. Students, till now we have covered the topic of mass and weight of this chapter. So today we will do another interesting topic, which is thrust and pressure. So students, before discussing this topic, let's do one example, okay? Students, I have taken one whiteboard duster, and what I am doing, I will try to push my thumb into the whiteboard duster, and let's see what will happen. See students, I am trying to push the thumb, but the thumb is not going inside. So you must be wondering why, okay? So before answering this question, let us take another example. See student, this is the pen, okay? Now what I will do, I will try to put the needle of this pen into the whiteboard duster and see what will happen. See students, I am putting force on the needle to the surface, and see the needle of this pen has gone inside the whiteboard duster. Now what has happened in these two cases, students? Number one, why the thumb hasn't gone inside to the whiteboard duster? As because the force of the thumb is falling on a larger area of the surface, due to which the pressure exerted on the surface is very small. That is why the thumb is not going inside to the whiteboard duster. Now in the second case, the force exerted by the needle on the whiteboard duster, okay, see, the same force I have applied to the needle on the whiteboard duster, but the area of the needle is very small, due to which the pressure exerted is very large, and that is why the needle of this pen gone inside to the whiteboard duster. So see students, in both these examples you can see, so I have applied a force. I have applied a force perpendicularly to the surface. So this type of force which is acting on the surface perpendicularly, that force is called as thrust, students. So the force exerted by an object perpendicular to the surface is called the thrust. Okay students, see, like this. And the pressure means it is defined as thrust or force per unit area on a surface. Okay, so both these terms are related to each other, students. Okay, so what are the factors which is affecting the pressure? There are two factors. Number one, force applied. See students, until unless you apply a force onto the surface, the pressure will not exert. And number two, area of surface over which force acts. Number two, students, the area is also required. So from both these factors, you can determine that if the area of the surface is large, then the pressure exerted by the object is smaller or is lesser. And if the area of the surface is very small, then the pressure exerted by the object is very larger. Okay students, let us take another example. See, I have taken a brick. Now the brick is lying on the surface. So see students, as the brick is lying on the surface, so it is covering more area. So that is why the pressure exerted by the brick on the surface is very less, students. Now if I just tilt the brick into a standing position, now see, the area of the brick in this case is very smaller. So in this case, the pressure exerted by this brick is very larger on the ground, students. Okay students, so we have done two examples on the basis of which we have understood what do you mean by thrust and what do you mean by pressure, students. So we can now tell that pressure equals to force by area, and this is the formula of finding the pressure, students. So now what will be the SI unit of pressure? The SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. Okay students, Newton means SI unit of force is Newton, and meter square is the SI unit of area, students. And the scientist who has discovered the definition and all the concepts of force is Blaise Pascal. So you can also write the SI unit of pressure as Pascal, which is denoted as capital P and small a. Okay students, So that's all for today, students. In our next class, we will continue with the chapter. So thank you for today, students.